Under decimals, which we talked a little bit before, today is simply naming them and writing them. Naming and writing them. So for example, if you have this as your decimal, 37.42. Remember, we've talked about this before, but let's just review here. Okay. We've done this. This 7 is in the ones place, and the 3 is in the tens place. But when you get to the decimal, the places after the decimal start with the tenths place. Just like a dime or 4 dimes is 4/10 of a dollar. And then this is the hundredths place. So those are the two we're going to talk about mostly. I don't think we get to the thousands place because we're only really talking about money. So you've got that. Now, how do I say that decimal number, or if I am writing it, how do I write that decimal? Well, here are the fundamental rules that will allow you to get these right at all times. The first thing you do, step number 1, is you say the number that is left of the decimal. Okay, I say the number that is left of the decimal, and in this case, that number is 37. God bless you. That number left of the decimal is 37. God bless you again. Then, step number 2 is the only time in math when we're talking about numbers, we say the word and is for the decimal. So for the decimal, you say the word and. So it's 37 and 37 and. Then, ladies and gentlemen, step number 3 is you say the number to the right of the decimal. Say the number to the right of the decimal. Erase this just for fun. And the number to the right of the decimal is 42. (37) and 42. And then the last step, ladies and kids of all ages. Oh, let's go over it again. The last step, step number 4, is you have to say the place value. Say the place value of the last digit. Say the place value of the last digit. And in this number, the last digit is right here in the hundredths place. So that's what you say after or right after it. It's in the hundredths place. So putting it all together, then you would go 37 and 42 hundredths, because that's in the hundredths place. 37 and 42 hundredths. Look at another one here. What if it was 7.3? How would I say that decimal? James, I would say
7 and 3/10.
that's all there is to it. 7 and, oops, sorry. And you need to write this. If it says write it, you can't use numbers. You have to actually write out the words. 3/10. Now, please note, okay, if there was no whole number, if this was my number, 0.15, There are two acceptable ways to do this here. Sam, could you refrain from folding/ripping till at least we're all done with this? Alright, if there is no known number in front of this, there's two acceptable ways you could say this. You could say this is 0 and 15 hundredths. Or believe it or not, you could just say that this is 15 hundredths. You do not need to say the 0 and part. Just know that if you said 15 hundredths, you know there's no whole number there because we didn't say a whole number. Unless you can. Let's look at a couple more examples here. We do have to put one more in there. They do get thousands. So let's put one more number up here. This is the thousands place. The thousandth place. So we could have a number that looks like this. 101.101. If I asked you to say that number there, 101.101, you would say, following the rules, read the left number, say the word and, read the right number, put the last digit in whatever place that's in there. You would say, who wants to take a shot at it? Someone over here. Lexi, it would be... Wait, now remember, you don't say the word and except for the decimal. A lot of people would say 101. You don't do that. It has to be 101 and... There you go. Yeah. It would be 101 and 101 thousandths. Okay, so please try to break yourself from the habit of saying 210 or 210, because that's really, technically in the math world, you don't say 210. 210. You would say 210 and then how about this one? 70.060. And how would that be different than this number? What would the top one? How would you say the top one? Jax?
70
and
600.
No, this is the zeros in the thousandths place. So it has to be 70 and 60 thousandths. This one is 70 and 6 hundredths. They mean exactly the same thing. If you got that much of whatever, it'd be the same, but they're said differently. 60 thousandths, 6 hundredths. How about... how about this one? 0.125. How would you say that decimal number? Caleb says there's two different ways, two acceptable answers there.
0 and 125. 125.
Yep, you could say 0 and 125 thousandths, or Grayson, you could just say
625,000.
right, 125 thousandths. Either one of those are exactly the same. And then 7 and 89 hundredths. You also then need to be able to go from words back to numbers. So write this one down. 7 and 80. Oh boy, that didn't sound good. Somebody had a plethora of writing utensils there. If you're looking at this one, 7 and 89 hundredths, you know that the word and is the decimal. That really kind of separates the decimal part from the whole number part. I know I have 7 and 89 hundredths. Knowing that the last digit must be in the hundredths place, please know that it would look like this. This is 89 hundredths. If you wrote it like this, that is not 89 hundredths, that's 89 thousandths. So you have to be a little careful with that. What about 200 and 60 hundredths. How would you write 260 hundredths? James.
You would put 200,
Yep.
comma,
Period.
period,
Decimal. Sure.
60,
You just go like this?
Yep.
Is that 60 hundredths? It is. Yep. The last digit has to be in the hundreds, and you talk about 60, so 60 has to go there. So boom.